Back here at one of my favorite places, PJ's in Cresson, and it's another cold and snowy winter day as we tape this. Winter just will not go away, but we have a great topic to warm your hearts today. I am joined by two parishioners of Saint Aloysius Parish in Cresson, Rob Dillon and his wife, Susan Dillon. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
A pleasure to have you here. We'll dig into our snacks in a moment. I always say the hardest part is having the aroma right in front of you and not be able to dig in right away, but we'll get to all that. We're talking about vocations today, specifically vocations to the priesthood, also vocations to the permanent diaconate and religious life, but mainly the priesthood. Before we get to that, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. We'll start with you, Rob.
My name is Rob Dillon. We're from Cresson. We do go to church at Saint Aloysius Parish, and we're pleased to be here.
Great. Susan?
My name's Susan Dillon. I'm a lifelong member of Saint Aloysius, and I'm happy to be here. I'm currently retired. We have 2 children, and we hope that we can do some vocation awareness to help promote vocations in our diocese.
We partnered a while ago with a group called Vocation Ministry, and there was a woman named Rhonda Grunwald who worked with us, and she came to our diocese and she met with priests and representatives of parishes and kind of encourage them to build a culture of vocations in their own faith community, and you guys have run with it. Tell us some of the things that you are doing at St. Aloysius and St. Francis Xavier in Cresson.
First, I'd like to give a shout out to the members of our team. We all do a great job, and they are all hands-on with us. The members are Teresa Benzie, Jim and Michelle Bosler, Rebecca Stiles, Sharon Sinceri, Kathleen Tubo, Rob and myself, and Father Arnone.
So a great group.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Father Arnone had approached these members back in the fall of 2024 and had encouraged us to think about joining this team. And then we went to the seminar, we learned about some things, and then we were giving a book, which has a lot of resources in it. And you can also go online to vocationministry.com. And so we were able to get an idea of what to expect. And one of the things that definitely helps us is there are vocation days that tells us, some ideas of what we could do. So as the year goes through, we look and see, well, what can we do for this? Different things, so making cards, having a potluck, reaching out to some of the community, religious communities, and then we can, send them cards and thank them for all that they do and how they help our communities as well.
Showing them that they're appreciated and valued.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
Yes. So one of the things that we just recently did is we had a poster contest and an essay contest for Catholic Schools Week. So we had K through 8. Now, the theme for all of this was how has a priest or religious person had a positive impact on me? So K through 5 was a poster contest, and grades 6 through 8 was an essay contest. And then we picked 3 winners from K through 5. And then 6 through 8, we had a winner for each grade. And everybody did an awesome job. We've had a very tough time deciding on winners for these.
Well, we have the winning posters here, each beautiful, each very lovely. This one particularly strikes a chord with me. It's the worship space at St. Francis Xavier, the way the pews are angled, the carpeting, just very lovely. Anyone who knows Father Arnone knows that he's a puzzle lover. And in the upstairs of his rectory, all the puzzles he's put together over the years are displayed on walls up there. And this student made note of that and said, my father has a puzzle room, and it shows me that he can do that, so I can do anything. So children are perceptive, and the littlest things sometimes stick with them. So this is, I think, really an example of that puzzle room and how it struck a chord with that child. So these are wonderful. And then these essays, I read them, 3 winners. Amazing. Each student talked about the impact that a priest has on them. And the first place winner is Ruthie Golden, who is an 8th grader at All Saints Catholic School, and she spoke about a Benedictine priest who often fills in at her parish. And I'm not going to take the time to read it right now because it's a little lengthy, but obviously she pays attention to his homilies, and many of the things that he has said really struck a chord with her. And it's beautiful to see that. And then the other two winners talked about Father Arnone and just the impact that he has in their life. How amazed were you guys when you read these?
Some priests may feel like, am I making a difference? Is the work that I do, the homilies, is it sinking? Is it getting through? And I think what a wonderful way to see, especially in the youth, that it really is.
Yeah.
One of the things we are actually going to do is for those who were mentioned in the essay contest, we are going to send those to those who were mentioned in those essays so they know and they can see that they're actually having a positive impact on these students.
Yeah, very, very important. We also have in front of us a traveling crucifix.
Yes.
Tell us about this traveling crucifix and how it's making its way around parishioners in Cresson.
To increase prayers for vocation, we do have the traveling crucifix. So we do have a booklet that goes with the traveling crucifix, and we have that sign out every week, and we rotate between both parishes. So this does go between St. Francis Xavier and Saint Aloysius, and then they pray the prayer booklet throughout the week, and then they return it at the end of the week, and then the next person comes and picks up the traveling crucifix, takes it home, puts it in their prayer corner, and then they pray the prayers that are in the booklet as well.
Rob, you know firsthand the need for priests in our diocese. You see it, you're a faithful mass goer, active parishioner. Talk to us about why encouraging vocations to the priesthood is so important.
Well, Tony, the simple answer is the sacraments. Without priests, we don't have the sacraments. We don't have Mass, we don't have Eucharist, we don't have confession. So we really have a need to develop that within our youth. We all know that there's a shortage of priests. Just like us, we're sharing one priest for multiple parishes. Some parishes are splitting, I hear, even up to 4 parishes per priest. So, and we know that that's only going to get worse before it gets better with the amount of seminarians we have versus the amount of priests that are coming up on retirement age. So we really feel that that is the essence of what we're trying to do.
You said it well. Without the priests, there is no Eucharist, there is no sacrament of reconciliation, and without those, you don't have a church.
You don't have it. Yep.
And everyone needs to realize that. Susan, I'm in awe over what you're doing. I mean, so many wonderful things. And my hope is that people are watching this today and saying, how can I do something like that in my parish? Maybe you've inspired people. What words of advice do you have for people in partnership, obviously, with their pastor to begin an initiative like this in their own parishes?
My hope is for people to want to step forward. It is not a difficult process. Use the guides that are provided. There's information that is online. Get together, brainstorm, find out what you can do. And it can be as simple as promoting in the bulletin. Father Arnone promotes in our bulletin every week. We have the vocation general intercessions we include in our masses, not only on the weekends, but during the weekday masses. There is so much that you can do, and this gives you a great idea. You can go through, and it gives you a great guide. You don't have to be a creative person, which I say I'm not really a creative person, but everybody says I'm a creative person.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Credit to the man above, because he gives me what I need to inspire those and helps me with the vocation awareness team.
Yeah.
Volunteers, everybody does contribute. So you can do a prayer card, you can do a spiritual bouquet for Father Arnone to recognize Father. Last year we did a spiritual bouquet. We had flowers and we wrote prayers that were prayed for him. We did a potluck to show Father, uplift your priest. So to give him an idea. So it doesn't have to be something and you go spend lots of money on it. It can be simple ideas, writing a card, even sending people Christmas cards.
Right.
One of the things we also did is for the cloistered community in Loretto, word have gotten to us about their donations were on the decline. So we as a group decided that we wanted to do a food drive, can drive. We started that last May and we delivered in June. And we also wanted to do another collection before Christmas. So we did before Christmas, but what we asked parishioners and the school children to do is include a Christmas card for them as well. So, and they really appreciated it. When we were delivering it, they were just very excited and they thanked us for all we were doing.
Well, we're recognizing their many, many contributions. And I think another key to really promoting vocations is for young people to see happy priests, happy deacons, happy religious sisters and brothers. If kids are not seeing folks who are joyful in ministry, what attraction are they going to have to a vocation? So we have to do everything we can to build up our priests and deacons and our religious. And, you know, we've talked a lot about Father Arnone today because he's your pastor, but I echo, what an amazing priest.
Absolutely.
You know, I love all our priests, and every time I have a conversation with him, I come away a better person for it.
Yes.
He's just a wonderful priest. You're very blessed, and it warms my heart to know that you are really acknowledging his contributions.
Absolutely.
Something Father Arnone has always taught us is to be a happy Catholic, you know, to go around and look like a happy Catholic. You know, like I said, where's the attraction otherwise? And I think, you know, he's the perfect role model for that.
Yeah, very well said.
Absolutely.
And for all parents, I'm sure that you did this when you were raising your children, to build a culture of vocations in the home. You know, every Catholic home should be just that, a Catholic home where everyone prays together and is united and goes to Mass together. That's a foundation that young people need to have in their life.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And I think it's done by example.
Yeah.
You know, by our kids seeing what we do, being involved in the church community and the parish life. You know, they see that, and I think that's the best way to do it is by example. It's not what we say, it's what we do
Yes.
that leads them that way.
Very well said. Well, any other nuggets of wisdom for our viewers? Just go and make a difference and do something like this, right?
Absolutely. And if anybody has any questions or would like to contact me, please feel free to do so. You can contact, my contact is actually on the front of the bulletin, but it is Saint Aloy LFC@yahoo.com. So they can reach out to me by email if they have any questions or, you know, run any ideas, or if somebody wants to do a joint project, I'd be happy and open to do a joint project as well.
We're all about the collaboration in this diocese.
Yes.
Many opportunities for that. I want to thank both of you. I love meeting good, faithful parishioners who are alive in their faith, and you two just fit that bill to a T. So thank you so much for everything that you do, and let's hope that your efforts yield great fruit years to come.
Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you for having
Pleasure to be
us.
here.